Hey guys, Kane here. So yesterday they have released an Ask Me Anything answers from players' questions in regards to the game, and I think this one was one of the few that actually had some good answers. However, one of those answers caught my attention. The question, or rather the statement, was that Inferno needs more Awakens and units to start competing again in any content other than Inferno only Kingdom vs Kingdom. Buffing Inferno also works, and the answer that they gave was that the original Devil Awakening was due in October. But considering the 8th Inferno unit, being Nightmare, they did not name the unit, but now they admit that this game has a Chinese version, so it's a good step towards that. It's overpowered in their words, so they had to balance it. There is a fine line between balance and a nerf, and if Nightmare will be kept as I have shown in my previous video, that is far from balance. That is more like nerfing a unit to the point of it being useless, and still keeping a $50 price tag on it. Like, don't get me wrong guys, I understand Wyvern does insane damage for $50. Manticore has silences and buffs that can solely win the matches for you. Magic Airship stars the enemy of mana, stuns enemy, and also saves one target from dying. Also buffs tower units, or rather caster units. You can literally go talking how good all other SR plus units are. Nightmare has nothing, legitimately nothing of use, apart from gaining mana if Devil manages to kill anything, but Devil will not kill those things because of Nightmare, and that mana won't regain itself if Nightmare will be dead. And that will happen quite often because it is a 4x offensive like Pit Fiend, mine is so much invested but dies quite quickly without even putting a heal down most of the time. So not only they told us that they will nerf Nightmare, they said that they were balancing the expected Inferno Awakens, which would potentially include Devil. It pains me to see that one of the very few factions that would entirely use all of their units in the formation, even Demon, Imp and etc., which in general are god-awful as tanks, change the whole faction to the point that Xeron will only be using Devil, Efreeti and perhaps Pit Fiend after her awaken. I mean, you can clearly see I'm using 2 Infernos and I add Pit Fiend because why the hell not, against 1 million stronger guy, and my Devil obliterates all the units in his backline in about 20 seconds. And Devil is already nerfed even at this point from China. But when it comes to enemy tanks, that is the tricky part that you will have to counter. And it is now like, oh wow, look, even you show that Devil is OP. It is honestly a shame that they turned the Inferno faction synergy into a rainbow formation to just buff the Devil to achieve the same results. In my perspective, I do not look into the features as hey, backup that will surely help me with chargers. I look at it as which 3 units I will sacrifice that will surely buff my Devil quicker. Looking at what they said, they will be balancing all of the future Inferno Awakens, which means undoubtedly Inferno could be the underdogs for most of the game's length, because no other faction in this game has received these sort of balances that would entirely destroy a unit. Does this mean Inferno is gone and hopeless? And the answer would be no. You would just need to go out of Inferno faction to look for buffers and stronger tanks to make Xeron viable. Because let's face it, adding 30% more damage reduction on Demon and Imp won't save them from dying in 10 seconds. And there are far superior $50 units that you can buy and that can perform a lot better than Nightmare even under Xeron, like Manticore. Anyways, this probably was a rant again in regards to Inferno, but at least this was a clear message that they gave us to more or less stay away from Inferno units, or you will be the underdog, because they will balance units to nothingness. I expect myself, if I will still be using Xeron, to my formation having Efreeti and Devil as the sole Inferno units. That is how sad the Inferno faction is. Thanks for watching guys and stay safe.